hope you all fine and healthy. Happy New Am Hijri. I hope you all find and celebrating it and eating sweets. Today I brought a story about Prophet Muhammad immigrate. So, to know why we are celebrating. Okay, let's start. The story of Prophet's migration to Medina. God sent his Prophet Muhammad, may God bless him and grant him peace, and it was necessary for every prophet to be exposed in his missionary career to a number of trials and tests. And among the tests that the messenger of God went through is leaving his homeland and family and migrate to Medina. Because of the cruel abuse Quraysh did to Prophet Muhammad and his companions was very, very hard. On one day, Prophet Muhammad met a group of Khazraj in Mecca. So he called them to faith, and they believe in the oneness of Allah and worshipping Allah. So to teach them more, he told them, okay, I will send with you one man from my companions to teach you more in Medina. He sent with them a man from his companions who would teach them more. In this time, the number of Muslims in Medina began to increase and became more and more. And in this time, what happened in Mecca? Quraysh were tightening the life on Muslims and torturing them more. And they make life so hard on the Muslims. So God ordered his prophet to emigrate to Medina with the other Muslims. They began to secretly migrate to Medina. They secretly flee at the night, afraid, and each one of them left his money, his family, and his house where he grew up. But Quraysh began to feel what is going on, and they gathered to talk. And they started to talk between themselves about Muhammad and his companions and what they should do about this matter. And their criminal proposal began between put them in jail, torture them more, or exile them from the country. And after a long consultation, they gathered the order to come with a strong men from each family will come, and they give him a sharp sword. So they strike him together with one man, and his blood is lost among the families, and his people can take their revenge on anyone. And they prepared their equipment to implement this opinion. So God sent Gabriel down to Muhammad directly to inform him of what is going on and ordering him to go directly to Medina and immigrate. And he was intelligent, who had an opinion and knowledge. So he asked Ali ibn Abi Talib to sleep in his bed instead of him. Even if they look into his room or knock down the door, he will not recognize that he's not at his room, and he left. So he prepared everything and started to go out. He saw them outside the door of his room, but blind. They were opening their eyes, but they can't see. And Prophet Muhammad started to read one part of Surah Yasin. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وجعلنا من بين أيديهم سدا ومن خلفهم سدا فأغشيناهم فهم لا يبصرون. صدق الله العظيم. Prophet Muhammad came out and saw them standing in front of his house. He got a whiff of dirt in his hand and began to throw it on their heads while he was reading Surah Yasin. God robbed them of their sight, and they never saw him. This was the Prophet's migration to Medina, accompanying with Abu Bakr, his best friend. And as soon as he left the house, their eyesight came back and said, "We stayed for so long, let's break down the house and kill Muhammad." They stormed into the house and found Ali ibn Abi Talib instead of Prophet Muhammad, and they ran looking for him everywhere. Prophet Muhammad chose the cave of Thawr for shelter to him and his friend, and to calm down a little bit. Abu Bakr says if someone looked at the place of his feet, he would seize us, and they will kill us. Prophet Muhammad called me and said, "What do you think of two of God's 2/3?" And quickly a dove and a spider spread their home in front of the cave to show that the cave is so old. And Prophet Muhammad arrived to Medina, and all the people there in Medina celebrate him and sing a very, very beautiful song called Tala al-Badru alayna. I hope you like it. Thank you so much for listening to my stories. Goodbye.